sure. It is cold and it is drizzly. We're gonna go up to, fan is so loud I can't hear. We're gonna go up to Mount Helena trailhead, because I don't think I can get as many miles as I would want to over there. She's gonna sit right here. She's got to be the focus of the camera. Yep, she's got to be the star. But we're gonna, I don't know if I'll be able to live stream or not, which is why I went live now. But it is super drizzly out. And the funny thing is it is not supposed to be raining right now. I just checked the weather again, like before I left the apartment. I checked the weather and it's 0% chance of rain for at least the next hour and a half. It's drizzling right now. It is full on raining. There's no like, well, maybe it's not. No, it is. I mean, it's like a really light drizzle, but it is a full on rain. And there's a building here that I think if you just put a little bit of money, it could be luxury. Oh, Jesus, guys. He came out of nowhere. It could be luxury, like, apartments. But as it is just Section 8 housing right now. Thank you, sweet girl. Yeah. Thank you for the kisses. If it stays like this, I should be able to live stream. I don't think my gimbal will get too wet. My phone, I'm not worried about. It's protected. It's the gimbal that I'm worried about. But we have a winter storm warning for tonight, so this will be, well, that's not really, I guess this afternoon through tonight is most likely going to be snowing. So I don't even know if we're going to be able to ourselves get a night run in. So she's probably gonna be a little hellion. And I'm hoping the way the weather is, why I'm heading to Mount Helena first is because of the way the weather is. I'm hoping that'll deter people from being up here. Although somebody's following me up to the trailhead, so that's not a good sign. Just been weird. People in general have just been weird this last week, because it's like we had a few days last week where it was super nice out, so everybody came out of the woodwork, and the trailheads have been so busy despite the weather being really crappy this whole week. So I never know what the trailhead's going to be like. Given that and again, it's not like a, 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock we're meeting at the trailhead, and this person's coming behind me at 8:20. Gosh dang, there's a shitload of people up here. What the hell? I don't know, we might just go to Mount Ascension. I mean, there's not a shitload, but there's quite a few. That's for sure. with dogs. Like, there's one person here has 3 fucking dogs, which I'm okay if you want to have 3 dogs, but geez, I can barely handle 1 dog. There's like 9 cars up here for this early in the morning on a rainy day. And this dude's out here fucking not dressed. Yeah, this guy's following me into the into the parking lot. This guy here, gosh dang, there's another person showing up. What the fuck? Why is there so many people up here? This guy's always sitting here. I wonder if he's been like staying overnight. And somebody else is showing up. It's not even, and another person. What the hell? What the fuck is going on? I mean, it is like, it's coming down pretty good. Why all of a sudden is there a shitload of people showing up on a rainy day? This is freaking ridiculous. It is like horrible weather out. And experience says they're all gonna hit the trail I want to hit, even though nobody ever uses that trail. What is this guy doing? And they all have dogs. Gosh dang it. Which again, I'm not opposed to that. It's just my dog isn't the best. I think we might just go over to Mount Ascension, because it all of a sudden just got super, super busy here. Yeah, more people are showing up. We're going over to Mount Ascension. This doesn't make any fucking sense. Why is there so many people here? Makes zero sense. I'm sorry, sweet girl. We're going over to the other trail, the other mountain. This weather's giving me a goopy nose too, and I haven't even started raining. Or started raining. I haven't even started running, which is when I normally get goopy. And another person's showing up. What the fuck? What the hell, people? People have lost their minds. This is what you would consider a fair weather city. So unless the weather is perfect, nobody is out here. Now all of a sudden it's like it's raining. It's full on raining now. And at just some odd time in the morning, freaking all these people, another person's showing up. What the fuck? What is happening at 8:30 in the fucking morning on a Wednesday where 20 people are showing up at the trailhead? The only reason why I even came up to this mountain, because I can get a little bit longer mileage here than I can at the other mountain and being able to stream. Like I can get more miles actually. Well, I can get I get unlimited miles at each mountain. But if I'm streaming, I have to go to this. If I want longer miles, I have to go to this mountain, because this one over here, most of the trails are on the backside. I went to Mount Helena because there's nobody. It's fucking raining. Nobody's gonna show up. Go this way. All of a sudden, freaking 30 people are showing up out of nowhere. It's not even that busy this early in the morning when it's super nice out. On a Saturday. Like, what the hell? It could be like freaking 70 degrees out on a Saturday, and there's not that many people at the freaking trailhead. Show up here, and there's probably going to be 40 people here too. The only sucks about this route is it's all uncontrolled intersections, so I don't want to get T-boned. Because people don't know how to drive through an uncontrolled intersection. It doesn't matter what direction people are coming from. Like, there's definitely a main route. Like right here, I'm at Beatty, and I would say Beatty is the actual would have the right of way. It's the more through street. Yet people just they don't care. All these intersections here are like the cross streets. People just blow through them because there's no stop sign. Doesn't look like there's near as many people up here. The funny thing is, though, here comes two people behind me. It's like, what the hell? Why is everybody hitting the trails when it's fucking raining out? Nobody hits the trails when it's raining out. Okay, that person turned off. There's still quite a few people here. It's a little unusual, but okay, get off. Thank you. If you're gonna be fucking stupid about it. There's still like way more people here than there should be. Gosh dang, you scratched the fuck out of my legs. Stop trying to lick my hand. Let this person. Why are my windshield wipers going 500 miles an hour when it's not raining that hard? I'm gonna let this person load up. It's a good puppers. It's a good puppers. Freaking cold out here. Okay, she's got her dog up. Freaking cold. Oh. The good news is it's actually drizzling a little bit less here than it was over on the other mountain, so maybe we'll get lucky. There's more ground cover, or more tree cover here too, so we should be okay. I'm not mad about being to this mountain. Right now, I actually prefer this mountain versus the other one. I was just figuring, since I was only going to be able to get most likely one run in today, I wanted to let's see, I got everything I need. I think so. Okay, come on, sweet girl, come on. There you go. Good job. I wanted to get more miles in, and I won't be able to do that here. I mean, the sun's like trying to poke through the clouds, but somehow I'm down to 60% battery. I've only been live for 15 minutes. But it's okay. And why is my screen so dark? Holy cow. I don't know what it looks like on your guys' screen, but on my screen, it is freaking dark. Oh, I'm freezing too. I'm wearing shorts. I should have put pants on. I mean, it's 40, supposedly it's 48 out. I didn't look and see what it was on my vehicle, as I was ranting about how all of a sudden there's 10,000 people at the other trailhead for some reason. It is chilly. I should have put. Did I grab my beanie? I think I did. I left it in my backpack. Oh well. 'Cause my ears are starting to get cold already. All drizzly and everything like this. My hands are freezing already. Oh well. And this coat, when it gets wet, it'll start getting cold. It's weather resistant, but it's definitely not waterproof. Whew. So I think we're only gonna get, I don't even know if we'll get 4 miles out of this. I think there's a spring over here somewhere. There it is. Oh, she's just gonna go and do her own thing, I guess. Not gonna wait for me. Oh, there she is. She's like, what's going on over here? We're looking at this spring. Yeah. Looking at a spring. Oh. Leggies warm up a bit. I'm starting to feel that hamstring a little bit, which is a little concerning to me. A little concerning to me. She's decided that she wants to investigate a seasonal spring as well. Ooh. So I think I'm gonna, since for whatever reason my battery on my phone is deciding to go really fast on me here for some reason. Well, actually, I think I know why, because her stupid Fi Collar app won't do anything. Like, they force you to have the location always on. And they're like, oh, we're not going to track you and all this kind of stuff. Well, then why does it need to be on all the time? And with it being on, I think that is what's draining my battery right now. You open up the app to try and just look at her stats, and you can't. Even if you're not doing anything, like, you can't look at anything because you don't have the location on your phone. Her location's always on. And then I've noticed that unless my location is on, like the run we did yesterday, for her counted, I did, let's put it that way, I did 7.5 miles. She did more than that because she's zipping around doing whatever. But because I didn't have my location stuff on, come on, Nari. Because I didn't have my location stuff on, it did. It doesn't even make sense to me. Even straight line distance, it doesn't make sense. It had her at like 1.7 miles is what she did. She did not do 1.7 miles. She did at a minimum the same amount as I did. But because I didn't have my location stuff on, for some reason, it didn't have her GPS track. Like the actual GPS track. Now, if I have my locations turned on, it does have her GPS track. So are you using me or are you using her? To me, that sounds like they're using me to factor her stuff, because they know that she's with me if I have my location stuff on. Now, my other issue with that is then it sends double things to my Strava. Now, granted, I already discussed yesterday or 2 days ago how probably just need to create her own Strava account. Which I should do anyways, because it'd probably be pretty funny to see who can get more followers. Hi, sweet girl. My guess is she will have more followers. I would create her an Instagram account too, see if she can get more followers than me on Instagram. I don't have a lot, but I have way more than I thought I would have, let's put it that way. The problem is I have a hard enough time keeping up with my own Instagram, let alone managing one for her. Okay, it feels like feels like the drizzle is completely stopped. I don't feel one anyways. I don't see anything on my coat. Well, it seems that everybody that's at the trailhead here is going to be coming down these trails. with doggos. Nari's happy because she gets to say hi to other doggies. Nari, come on. I can definitely feel that hamstring is a bit tight. I'm trying to warm up, but I'm just gonna have to do little bits of running here or there. And this is about a 10% grade right now, so it's not too bad, but when you're not warmed up, you can feel it. I'm gonna put my gloves on, my hands are freezing. My hands are freezing. Okay, cut our breath, let's keep going. This little redo of the trail right here. Freaking right at the very end up here. It gets really steep. Where the old trail, which was the road right here before they, for whatever reason, decided we're gonna sell just this section of the road to this private property. Was just a nice even grade. Oh man. Starting to, I want to say drizzle. I can definitely see it. It's more misty now. It's definitely spitting a little bit. Oh man. This is a rough one today. I don't know why. I mean, yesterday morning, that run, I was hurting at the end of it because we did 7.5 miles with about 20, I want to say it was about 2,500 feet of vert. But when we did have that vert, it was steep. We were going off trail for a lot of it. Just climbing summits along, because that ridge trail does not do any of the summits, and only in certain parts does it even go on top of the ridge. It's a lot like the CDT that never does follow, like a lot of it does not go up on the actual Continental Divide. It's down below in like valleys and stuff along along the edge of the CDT, or along the edge of this condo divide. That's much like this trail up here. So I was like, yesterday, it's like, well, we need vert. I've never gone to top of all these summits. So when we got close along the trail, we would just climb to the next summit off trail. And it is steep. That's the thing that frustrates me a lot about a lot of trails is it's like you will get like so close to a summit, but the trails never go up to the summit, or there isn't a trail. I'm okay if you just have the trail like going by and then have a little offshoot of the trail to I wonder, because I'm gonna want to do this right here. Should we just knock it out now? Maybe, let's do that. Because we're gonna need the extra miles, so I think we're gonna go down this and then come back on that, and then we'll turn right and go all the way up. I need the extra miles. This will get us an extra probably 3/4 of a mile. So we'll knock this out. But you get all these trails that never go to the summits of things, and it's like, why would you not do that? That's the whole fun of doing a lot of these trails, is to get to the top of a mountain. Ooh, that wind is cold. I say wind, it's more breeze. Like maybe at the most, like a 3 or 4 mile an hour breeze. That's at least probably a 10. No, we're not quite going that fast. Well, yeah, it probably would be about a 10, I guess. On Mount Helena. Nobody ever goes on. Why do I have a weak network here? I can see cell tower. I see 2 cell towers actually. It's the appeal of it, but nobody knows where that trail goes. It's not even that they have at the trailhead. I mean, it's a single track versus where a lot of the other trails are a little bit. A lot of those are, I guess, technically a single track, but it's really wide. I would consider it a double track. What is going on with my signal? My hands are so cold because they're catching little droplets of water. Getting the swamp cooler effect on my hands, and I don't need that when it's 45 freaking degrees out. Oh, there we go. My signal is back. I don't know what was going on there. Still not super strong though. 1850 on the KPS, which I mean is pretty fast. Anything over 600 kilobytes is good enough to stream it at 30 frames per second. And we're running, I mean, essentially almost, well, over 3 megabytes now. I should. Yeah, it's good enough. She's still recovering from yesterday's run because at night I always go her speed, and she pretty much just wanted to walk the 5K we did last night. Well, it wasn't quite 5K, about 2.5 miles really. And she's not like zipping around super fast today, so we're just gonna go her speed. I mean, we're gonna get probably close to 1,500 feet of vert on today's run. I think we might maybe get 4.5 miles since we're doing this little out and back, but we'll see what the total is going to be. I need to oh, and by the way, so I told everybody my plan of doing the Cocodona 250 credits to hit. Well, then on Tuesday, so on Monday, I talked about this. On Monday, they still had 50 spots left, which I was like, holy shit, like this place is going to be full up by the end of the month on this race. And that's crazy. Like, usually there's still spots available, up through like November, December time frame. Well, in one day, the rest of those 50 sold out. I'm like, gosh dang it. The only reason why I haven't signed up is because I needed those race credits to hit, because I can't afford to just do it until then. And, oh, she's pooping. I gotta look and see how her poop is. It looks as though she got rid of something that she was chewing on that she shouldn't have been. Because she's like iffy when it comes to her intestinal. So I always gotta keep an eye on it. So, anyways, so on Tuesday, since they were sold out, I'm like, gosh dang it. Well, I better get myself on the wait list. So I got myself on the wait list. It's already, not only was it sold out, the wait list is already, I'm like 24th on the wait list. It's like freaking nuts. And then of course, or no, this was on Monday, I guess. And then of course, yesterday, my race credits finally hit. So now it's like, gosh, well, you were having issues. Why are you having tummy issues? That's very mucusy right there. What do you got going on? What are you eating that you're not supposed to? Oh. I mean, my mom, her grandma was spoiling her yesterday. So she did eat a couple chips, some barbecue chips, and then, which one I was okay with. Then grandma gave her like 3 or 4, and I had to finally just say, okay, that's enough, you don't get any more. Because I knew it would affect her tummy. I should see, I know my mom wants to go out and eat. I can't afford this. But I'm wondering if, oh, there's some deer up above us. She didn't even notice. Of course, the only reason why I noticed is because of the white butts. They're muleys, so they have the black tip on their tail, but their butts are quite white, standing out against the gray and green of the forest above us. Or brown, gray and green. But I'm wondering if she would be okay with possibly just going to Starbucks, because then she can get a nice little breakfast, or get something more breakfasty, and get a nice little coffee. And then maybe because it's so supposed to be like wintry tonight, I could maybe take her out for dinner. Or I could get some takeout maybe from a Chinese place. That's the problem is I live paycheck to paycheck. I mean, she does too, but she probably has more, what's the word? Disposable income than I do. Even though my monthly income is probably a little bit more than hers, but she's in the low-income housing up in Great Falls, which is a lot cheaper. I mean, Great Falls is cheaper than here anyways, and then she's in the low income there, so it's even cheaper yet. And then she doesn't have near the other monthly expenses as I do, because she doesn't even know what a computer is, so she doesn't have to worry about internet or, you know, anything like that. She has an analog phone still, so her phone bill is not even that much, like, and all that kind of stuff. So her like monthly expenses is way cheaper than me. I mean, I have to pay for 3 different internets basically a month. So like my monthly internet alone is, because of everything that I do, I guess would be about $250, roughly about $250 a month. And then my phone is between my phone and my iPad and all that is another 100 and yeah, it's basically about $100, I guess, a month. Oh, of course, these people are going up the trail. There's 3 of them. It's like they probably showed up after we showed up at the trailhead, but because we did this little out and back, I think we might maybe do this back trail. What are we at? We're at 1.7 miles. That'll get us up to at least 2.25. Over to there and back about 2.5, 3, maybe 3. Yeah, we should still be able to get 4.5. I hate going up and down the same way, so that's why I'm like, we could probably go it this other way. It'll be okay. Here, let's go up this other way. Yeah, we're gonna go up this way. She's like, yes. She always wants to go up this way, so she was excited there. I think somebody else coming up over here. I got her excited. Because she was standing on the other trail. And then I was like, no, let's go this way. She actually jumped up. Did a little jumping of joy. Whew. I figure out I need to put something in my van, and I'd like to have like a, what'd you find, some sort of bird nest just blown out of the tree. I'd like to be able to find like, so I was going to Walmart, find something cheap for a new monitor, since the one in my van is completely broke. Because my brand new wall mount it didn't break the same way my other one did. This one broke because it allowed the mount to slide off the end of the part that attaches to the wall, even though there's a stop. Somehow it fell off, and then when it crashed down, it fell on my I guess it's basically my speaker like control box, I guess you could say. I think it has a subwoofer in it too, but it controls all of my speakers from when I'm doing video editing or streaming. Like they're my monitor outputs. Anyways, it like shattered the screen, so I need a new one. I can't afford to get a new one. Like, it has a $200 monitor, and you know, it wasn't like a 240 hertz, but it was like a, what is it, a 150 or whatever the next step down is. And it has an audio output and that kind of stuff, because I need that. So I'm thinking at Walmart they have some cheaper monitors, but they're only 60 hertz, and I'm like, I don't know if 60 hertz will work. I mean, I guess it would. I'm not going to be playing video games or anything. But the problem is, so I don't really care about that. But the problem is it doesn't say if there's like all the, like a audio output or anything like that on it. So I don't know if I get that. And then I was like, well, maybe I could just get a TV, because a TV would work. Okay, there's two different ways to go here. I guess this way. This would be longer anyway, so it might work out. Because a TV, technically I wouldn't even need an audio out or my speaker system. I mean, I still use it because I will connect like my computer Bluetooth, or my computer to it by Bluetooth, via Bluetooth, for audio out. if I do play a video game or two, which normally I don't like. Well, if I do, like if I'm gonna play Fortnite, then I have to worry about it. But is this our trail? I thought we had to go a lot higher. Or is there another trail up above us? I've never come in from right there. I've always come in from up here, ahead of us up here. Oh, that was steep. She's gonna want to do the other steep uphill as well. These rocks they're a little bit damp, a little bit slippery. Oh, that's where that comes out at right there. I've never even noticed that before either. Of course, if you're coming from this direction, which I normally am, you would just run right past that. Oh, forget how much uphill there is on this end of this Mount Ascension Loop Trail. Because on the other end, when you're coming from the other end, you know, the first half of it is uphill as well, but it's not this steep of uphill. And then you hit this and it's downhill, but you never realize how steep it is. This is where we usually come up at or go down from. Right here. Oh man. Oh man, like these are tired. Should not be this tired after 800 feet of vert. That's all we've done. So I posted my new, I need to put a link in the chat, my new YouTube video. I finally made it to my first run in Chamonix. I think I only have one more run that I tried to do video on, and then I don't think I have any footage from race enough to make a video because I was not doing well. Like first off, for most of it, like that first night it was dark, so I couldn't do any video anyways really. And then the next day, like it was at night that I pulled my hamstring, so then it was just rough going the rest of the way. And I don't think I took a lot of footage. I definitely don't have anything like for the end or anything like that. But I'll throw something together if I can. But I do have a second run at least. I might have 2 more runs. I'll have to look at the footage because I don't remember. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? She's looking up the trail, wagging her tail. There's nothing up here. You're so weird. We'll see which way she decides she wants to go, because we're right here at the, nope, she's taking the high road. Dang it. Oh well, it's okay. This will be a lot less mileage and a lot steeper. Oh my goodness, this is steep. It is 53 degree right now. Anyways, I'll get those done, and then I have one video in Slovakia that I can do, and I think that's it. I don't think I have any more footage for videos. And then I have, I think, one other video from just recently that I can do. And then I will be caught up. So I think at the most I have 4 more videos. Maybe 5. I think I'm gonna give up on my TikTok because I'm definitely like shadow banned or something, because at the most I get like 100, 160 views on all of my videos, and some of the people I follow that have half the followers as me get thousands of views on their videos. But a lot of them are also cute girls, and that definitely affects the algorithm. If you are an attractive female, you get way more views than me as a heterosexual white male. She's starting to be a little more spry. Oh, we still got a hell of a climb though. We came out about halfway down this spine, or up the spine, I guess, since we're going up. Calf muscles are burning. This isn't near as steep as that last little bit of trail, so it feels a lot nicer. Although it does start getting really steep up here again. But anyways, I might just give up on TikTok. I have, like, take YouTube. I have like 40, maybe 50 subscribers. I don't think I have that, like 46, 47. And if I do a YouTube short, I'll get thousands of views. If I do my Instagram reels, where I have maybe 200 followers, I haven't looked to see. But I'll do an IG reel. And by the way, these are all the same videos. YouTube short, IG reel, TikTok. I just do the, encode the videos for each platform, but it's the same video. But IG reel, where I have a 10th of the following as I do on TikTok, and I'll get thousands of views. So it's like, I think I'm gonna give up on TikTok because it's not worth it being shadow banned or whatever you want to call it. And I get the weirdest shit on there. It's like stuff I would never watch showing up on my For You page. And here recently, it's kind of funny. I get all of these people liking comments that I've put on other runners' videos, and it's freaking adult sites, like, you know, a good-looking female liking my post, and all their bio is just no videos, no nothing, just a bio with a link to some adult site, which one I never go to, so what about the algorithm says I'm a, you know, shows everybody I'm a single guy, so all these people are putting adult site links on there, like, you know. But two, I'm in Montana, so most of that you can't even get to anyways, because Montana passed this law where you got to verify how old somebody is, and the verification of, I only know this because there was again a video that popped up on my For You page where somebody was talking about how all these sites, basically it was this girl talking about how much these states had impacted her making money because she does, you know, like OnlyFans and you know, post stuff on the Corn Hub and all that kind of stuff. But because all these states passing these laws, no, that's like affected her stuff. It's starting to drizzle, so I'm gonna go. And how a lot of those sites, because, you know, in order to do age verification, they're like, you want to copy your ID and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, no. A lot of these sites just say, we're not going to go through all that. We're not going to collect people's information so you can track people by ID and all this, what they're doing. So they just elected to not just shut down their access for, you know, for those states, instead of coming up with a verification. And which I agree with. It's like, why do you need to track that kind of stuff? You're not, I mean, I get the idea some of these states doing that is trying to restrict underage people from being able to look at that kind of stuff, but what they don't understand is you don't need to go to some site to get that kind of stuff. You know, like, there's so much of it out there, they're gonna get to it no matter what. So doing like something like that, you're not restricting it from, you know, these 10, 12-year-old kids. And as a matter of fact, shit, most of the stuff they teach in a lot of these sex education courses at that age are worse than what you're gonna get on the P Hub or whatever. It's like, and it's the same thing how I feel about a lot of these gun control laws that the far left, so it's the far right that's doing these other laws. So now you got, so you can tell, I don't care what your political affiliation is. I'm like an independent, more center median type of person, but there are certain things on the left, certain things on the right that I agree with. But for gun control laws, it's like they want to implement all these gun control laws. It's like the people you're trying to, that are causing the issues with gun violence, aren't going to be abiding by any gun law anyways. Like, what the hell? It's like, come up with actual rules, you know, effective rules and laws, not just throwing something out there to affect everybody else. So there's my rant for the day. Whether you're talking restrictions to P sites or gun control laws or whatever. Wow, it is starting. Dimple gets too wet. So I figured we'd be about 2.5 miles once we get up here, and that'll be about accurate. So I think that'll only put us at barely 4 miles probably. It's probably only a 1.5 miles taking the short way back. Oh man. My leggies are tired after yesterday. I can actually say my leggies are tired. This uphill is... You know, like we were well off trail up on top of this summit. And we hadn't seen anybody on those back trails. Nobody. Here, so we're crashing down. Get back down onto the trail. And all of a sudden, she sees something down closer to the trail. It was a golden retriever, and there was a person up there with the golden retriever. I'm like, oh, somebody's finally out here. And, you know, here we are crashing down the trail. I think we got to go to the actual high point over here. But I look over to my right because they were looking at something. So I looked over to my right, and here's some girl, some lady peeing, which would have been, you know, behind a tree from the trail side, but we're coming down from above. And I was like, oh, this is awkward. Like, sorry. And you know, I turned to go the other way. I just spent enough time to see. She's probably thinking, like, why is this weirdo coming out of the woodwork? Like, is he stalking me or what? It's like, no. She's we're just bagging summits. Okay, we gotta get down off this mountain because it's starting to rain pretty hard. So, let's get going. Yeah, let's get going. Might have to check out this seasonal spring up here really fast, but it's over here somewhere. Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. That wind is cold. I mean, it's wet. She's got like some grass hanging out of her. Hi, sweet girl. Grass hanging out of her mouth. You weirdo. Okay, let's get down off of here because it is cold and wet. I really gotta blow my nose out too. Gross. All sorts of goopiness going on there. Well, probably I'm at 85%, so I probably could unplug my external battery now. Just so I don't get if I'm going to be bombing faster down the hill, I don't want to get my cord caught on anything, which I need to buy a couple. Well, actually I need to get on Verizon and see if I can use my other phone as a trade-in. Before I immediately airdrop onto my other devices. So I don't hear anything on there. But because pretty much everything else I wiped out. Because there's only 2 things I use it for. I will use it for my stream manager occasionally if I'm, like, say at the gym using this as my camera, then my stream manager, or whatever. But and then the other thing I use it for is just to get on YouTube if I'm helping a big live stream production and the studio feed goes out, then okay, we're gonna unplug, put the cord away so I don't get caught on anything, and then which I probably need to charge my battery now because I've used it quite a few times. Okay, we're probably gonna catch these old ladies that were slowly hiking up this trail. I'm guessing they were coming up this way. You never know though, they could have gone aftershock or something and coming around the back end. But aftershock is up here, so you never know. We definitely moving faster than them, so it would make sense that if they were coming up this way, they're probably still down here quite a ways. So. That guy there blowing hit me in the face. But at first I was like, is that Adam Peterman? Like, what's he doing over here? Oh, I really need to keep up. I'm still thinking about doing that podcast. But I just don't know, like, some of the stuff I wanted to go into, other people are doing now. And it's funny, if I would have just started doing it when I first thought about it, like 6 months ago, I would have hit the space before everybody else for the idea I had. But now there's like 2 or 3 people. And so as a whole, the running / trail running space is oversaturated for podcasts, and I don't have the name, so it's like I would just get lost and nothing would happen. So that's why I haven't done it, but I would like to do it. Like, the only way I'd be able to be successful is to bring on some big name individuals. But the problem with that is then that would go against my idea. I want the more normal people, not these freaking pros, you know? Like, welcome to America. Okay, something just happened. There it is for following. Inerrant? I think that's how you pronounce that. Thank you for the follow. In fact, I have right here, I have a little bit of a flat spot so I can actually knock out my push-ups. There's my doggy. She'll most likely help me with my push-ups. Okay, look out. This is the only flat-ish area, so. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Look at all the rocks I got now. Yeah. And all those rocks on me. No need for push-ups, just keep on running. No, I do push-ups for every follow. And when I'm not running, I do for every sub. I'll like stop whatever I'm doing and run a mile for a person. But I can't do, that's for when I'm like streaming at home or whatever, doing training plans or just talking coaching advice, or the occasional gaming stream that I'll do. I'll just pause right whatever I'm doing and go run a mile for people for every sub. But low right now. No, we're not going that way. We're going this way, you weirdo. We were just on that trail. We went up the opposite direction we normally do. And normally I average about 3 subs, but 1, my moderator is pretty much off the net right now for work, and so hasn't had a chance to re-sub. She just uses her Prime sub on me because she doesn't use it on anybody else. And then I have another individual that uses his Prime sub on me. I'm very grateful for. But I haven't seen that person for a while either. It's been about 3 weeks since they've been in the chat. A couple of my regulars, but I get it. It's that time of year when it's hard to. A lot of people aren't doing anything. They're either, oddly enough, most of my viewership is from Europe, even though I'm currently in Montana, in the U.S. But a lot of them are on holidays right now because of the time of year, and so my viewership, if you look at the analytics, kind of goes down in the May, June time frame. Not that I get a lot of viewers, but I usually average about usually 4 or 5, you know, with some peaks more than that, but usually about 4 or 5, which is for me decent, especially if a lot of people follow them or chatting. It's not too much chatting for me to be able to read and keep up with because the chat is so small on my screen and when I'm on this trail isn't bad, but if I'm on like a more technical trail, I have to pretty much stop in order to read my chat, or else I would fall flat on my face. I wish I could go that way, but I lose signal if I go that way. I could go a little ways, maybe do a little out and back, because no, I'll definitely make it to 4 miles. I'm not going to be able to run tonight, I don't think, because we have a winter storm warning for tonight, and it is definitely going to snow. I wasn't even aware that such kind of extreme being a trail runner yourself. I just enjoy the trail view. Yeah, well, that's so. I am the OG of doing this on Twitch. I started this before the pandemic, but it was mostly like doing street stuff, because especially here in Montana, this is one of the few trails that I can run and still be able to stream, and then I can stream over on the other mountain across the way over there as well. But from other places, like you get back in the backcountry, you can't, you don't get signal strong enough to be able to stream. but right at that same time, as well as right at the beginning of the pandemic, I went to DC. And so I was running around the streets, like all the monuments and stuff, every day for a little over 2 years. And that's where I really started to get people. I started doing the front view like this because a lot of them were stuck indoors on their treadmill or whatever. And so me running around, they could watch like on their TV or whatever and have a good, you know, something that they could look at while they're running. But, and then when I left DC, I started hitting the trails again all the time. Hello. The trails are where I love to run. Although this last year, I had a lot of road running content over the winter because I was training for the USATF 100-mile road championships. So I had to get my legs used to the pounding of asphalt and concrete. So I did a lot of roads. And man, it would get so boring because I was here because a lot of it I was waiting to get her, because I do own a place here in Helena, but I live most of the time in my van because I'm out doing stuff, video production stuff for trail running, whether that's helping out with the live stream of a lot of the big ultras around the US, or producing videos for people that just want to do a video on their race or whatever. So I'm in my van quite a bit, or I'm training for my own races. Because in the wintertime, you can't hit the trails here in Montana. So I end up going down to Utah, and Arizona, New Mexico area, because I can hit a lot of those trails. Hello. But I'm out here. I did adjust my schedule. I was doing this 7 days a week, but I just changed my schedule to do it 4 days a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, I am going to be streaming my runs. Although this week is iffy because I never know what the weather is going to be like. Next week, though, the weather's going to be gorgeous. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go into the backcountry, get some longer, harder efforts. And there's zero signal back there. And then Saturday is always my long run, where I'm usually way out back on the trails as well. Like Tuesday and Thursdays is more intensity stuff. I'll still do bigger miles just because I'm not having to stick where there's cell coverage, but it's more harder intensity, like, which is, if you're doing hill repeats at, say, an LT2 type of training run, or doing some VO2 max runs, it's hard to hold on to a gimbal and do a hard effort. So that's why Tuesdays, Thursdays, I'm not streaming, because I'm training for Kendall Mountain right now. And I have not done any sort of VO2 max or lactate threshold training forever, because I've been more focused on just endurance over the long haul. But Kendall Mountain is it's 10K up, 10K down with about 4,000 feet of vert. I love that race. I do it every year. And this year I have goals. I want to try and PR on there, and at the most get top 50. But if my training goes well, I should be able to get top 20. But my my next actual like big race, my A race this year is UTCT in South Africa. So I don't have to start that training block until probably late July. Probably when I'll start it. I still got to write my training plan, but probably late July. But also at that time I'll be doing a lot of, well, starting in July, no, actually starting at Western States, I'll be helping with the live stream production for Western States. And then I'll be going to Silverton and helping with Hard Rock. And then I come back here because I'll be working at Aid Station, my running group. We do one of the aid stations for Crazy Mountain 100. And this year, since I don't have anything else going on, I can help out there. And then I think like a week or two after that, like early August, I don't know when exactly, I'll be helping out on a trail work party for one of the areas I haven't been to here in Montana. And so I'm excited about that. It's hard to get into a lot of those trail work parties. They fill up pretty fast here in Montana for volunteering. There's a lot of people that like to help out on the trails here in Montana. Like, you will not have any issues. Like the one that I got into for this area, I signed up 6 months ago and I was like grabbed one of the last 2 spots, so it's hard to get on. And then even though, well, I can't announce one of the next races that I will be helping out with yet, because the official contract has not been signed by Steep Life Media and the organization. But there's another race at least early September that I will be doing, and then there's possibly 2 other races as well in the August-September time frame. So I'll be busy doing stuff. And then I have my own goals. There's 3 FKTs I'm going to try and take down here in Montana. Jeff Garmeyer has one of them. And they're like what I would consider shorter distance, between the like 25 and 50 mile range. For FKTs, that's shorter. And then I need to recon an FKT that hasn't been established yet, that I want to establish next year. I won't be able to do it this year, but I'm thinking next year. If I recon it this year and I can figure out some of the logistics and the best route, all that kind of stuff, because most of it will be off trail, way back in the backcountry. But hopefully I can get that reconned in August, because if I can't fit it in August, I won't be able to do it, because I can't get where I need to get to until most of the snow melts, because this is super high country. And then by September, the snow will start flying again. So I have like a 3-week window basically to be able to not only recon the FKT for next year, but then next year to be able to do it. If we get a high, like a big snowfall year, I guess is a good way to say it, then I won't be able to do it that year. I'd have to wait till the next year, because it has too much snow for what I want to do. Then I also want to hit, I've still yet to do the highest peak in Montana, which isn't like super high. It's what, like 12,000, like 900 feet or something like that. And then I want to do the highest peak in Idaho, because it's not too far away. I can just drive there in the morning. It's like 4 hours away. Knock it out, drive back. I want to knock that out too. I've done the highest peak in a few states, but I do want to hit them all. One of them being Kansas. That was one of the toughest ones because I literally parked, walked 50 feet, bagged the peak. So it was tough because, not because of the difficulty, but tough because it was so lame. But it was so close to the highways we were going through. Nari, hey, Nari, you slow your butt down. I gotta make sure the dog Nazi isn't here. She should be on a leash. No, what's actually the parking lot is cleared out. There's like nobody here. Like 3 vehicles all, not counting mine. Oh no, there's another vehicle right there. Still a lot less than there was when we showed up. Have fun. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Thanks for stopping by. We're actually just finishing up now, so I'll be in the stream. But yeah, thanks for the follow. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. I will be depending on the weather. I might actually stream tomorrow morning. It's not one of my scheduled days. But if I can't get in the backcountry because of all the snow tonight, then I'm just going to do some short one here. Nari, come on, load up. Come on, load up. Let's go. There we go. But yeah, if we get a lot of snow tonight to where I can't get in the backcountry, then we're just going to do something here. And so if it's not like super rainy, then I can live stream it. And then I need to check and see on this. And then same thing for Friday, just depends on what the weather is. Yep, I do need to charge this. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining in today. And I will see you guys at some point, maybe even tonight if it's not too bad out. Be kind of cool to do a snow run if it's like snowing lightly. But yeah, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, follow me on my socials, all listed down below, and go to shadrunner.com for any of your coaching needs. Bye everyone, and I love you all.